So let's get started on our first terrarium, and this is going to be an open terrarium for those lovely dry climate loving succulents. So first of all, a good thick 1-inch layer of our drainage substrate. So we have a nice thick layer of pebbles in the bottom of our jar. If you're using a shallower container, you can make that layer a little bit thinner, but really don't scrimp on this. This drainage is really essential to your terrarium. It will let you see when you're watering if there's enough water that it's leaking down and filling up the bottom, that you've maybe overwatered it a little bit, and it will help to keep those plant roots and that compost separated from that water so you don't have problems with rot or anything else. So really don't skimp on the bottom layer. If you're adding your activated carbon, this is the time to do that now, and just a little thin layer right over the top of your gravel or your clay balls or whatever your drainage substrate is. Next, we're going to add our compost. Now, cacti and succulents don't like really moisture retentive, rich compost. You can buy specific cacti and succulent compost. And if you have got really valuable or really beloved plants, it's worth investing in the right compost. If you can't get it, normal compost is fine. But a good tip, if you are using normal compost, is to add a little bit of horticultural grit. That's really fine grit, just to aid the drainage. But if you can get it, I want you to use, please, the right compost for the right plant. So cacti and succulent compost, and that's what we're using today. So I've got my compost, and we're going to try to add that into the jar without getting too much on the sides. So we'll see how we go. So that wasn't too bad. We've got a little bit of soil up the side of the jar. So there's a really easy way to get around this. You can, if you would like to, pay quite a lot of money for special terrarium tools. Now, these will have big long handles on them to make working your terrarium nice and easy. Or you can just raid the kitchen drawers. So I have here just a nice little parfait spoon with a long handle. I'm going to use that to push the soil right down nice and gently. Now we've still got the plants to go in, so I'm not going to worry that there's a little bit of soil at the sides still now. We can fix that at the end.